Everybody, thanks so much for joining us. My name is Luis. I'm a Windows developer consultant at Microsoft App Consult team. Our team is responsible for assisting customers around the world with application modernization. So, XAML Islands, MSIX, Adaptive Cards, Microsoft Graph are the top technologies that we assist customers. Okay, so the idea today is to demonstrate to you how to use UWP controls on WinForms or even WPF or Win32 C++ applications, okay? So this is a really short session. We talk about only 20 minutes, so I really appreciate if you can hold all the questions for the ending. And I will be glad to have you on our debug bar. It's over there. I will be there until the end of today. I really want to go there to talk about not only XAML Island, but even MSIX or other stuffs, all right? So, okay. So, how many of you are familiar with UWP applications? Is anybody? Cool, awesome. Yeah, don't worry about that. So, UWP has a lot of great modern controls that support Microsoft Fluid and effects. So, for example, we have a winking toolbar, wink canvas that allows you to use different devices to input data in a touchscreen monitor, for example. And we have these great map controls that has support for Street Viewer or even 3D rendering, as you can see, and a lot of more controls that are available on XAML Gallery Control. By the way, this is an open source project that's available on GitHub or even Microsoft Store. And all the controls that you are seeing here actually are UWP controls. So, for example, this is a navigation view control. And the idea to demonstrate to you how to start in using UWP. There are great examples about how to consume that. So, but what about WPF? What about Windows Forms applications? If you are familiar with UWP apps, you probably, in some point of time, already want to use the newest UWP controls on your WinForms or WPF applications, or even have a similar control available for you. And that is possible now using XAML Island, and it's why what is this session about, to demonstrate to you how to consume those modern controls on WPF or WinForms applications. Windows Terminal, for example, is a great example of a Win32 C++ application that is using XAML Islands to consume the UWP tab view controls, as you can see here. These actually are UWP tab view controls that are available for Windows Terminal using XAML Islands. So, Windows Terminal, I'm not sure if you are familiar or not, is an open source project, is available on GitHub, and you can install it from there or even from Microsoft Store, okay? Let me, before doing some demos, let me show to you how does it work. So basically here you have the UWP controls that is part of the Windows platform, and the XAML Islands is created by using the XAML host API that consists of several Windows runtime classes and COM interfaces that were introduced on Windows 10 1903. So for now, it's only possible to use XAML Island on the version 1903, but Microsoft is working on it to extract XAML Island from the Windows platform and bring that to the Windows UI Nugget package, okay? So in the next WinUI, the version 3, it will be possible to consume the XAML Island in versions earlier than 1903, all right? So the best way to consume XAML Islands is through the Nugget package, the rapid controls that are available on Windows Community Toolkit. So those Nuggets packages basically mimics all the properties, methods, and events of the correspondent UWP control, so provide the best development experience. But there are only a few wrapped controls available for us. And what about the other controls? What about a control that is not wrapped yet? Or what about my UWP custom controls? For those scenarios, you can use the XAML host Nugget package to consume any UWP control or even your custom UWP control on Windows Forms or WPF project, all right? So basically, that is I will do a demo, demonstrate to you these two scenarios, how to consume a wrapped control. In this case, it will be the inking toolbar in ink canvas, and after that, how to use XAML host to consume a rich edit box that is from UWP, all right? So let me show you how to do that. So this is an empty WPF.NET full framework, so it's version 4.75. It's an empty project. All I need to do basically is start by adding the Nugget package, the Windows Community Toolkit Nugget package. So let me show you how does it work. So let me just install it, and you give you a zoom so you can see it better. Just a moment. So this is the Windows Community Toolkit control that contains the wrapped controls that will allow you to consume the UWP controls inside the WPF. And as I'm using the WPF file, a project, I need to use the WPF Nugget package. But there is a similar package available for Windows Forms, where all you need to do is just change the WPF to Forms. Basically, it's that. I will show you later, okay? So this Nugget package, as I told you, has some controls that are already wrapped as inking toolbar and inking canvas. That are the controls that I'm gonna using right now. So, but let's suppose, all right, I don't know too much about UWP. How can I start with this? How can I figure out what are the controls that are wrapped or not, and how can I consume that? So there is a great application available on Microsoft Store that is also open sourced, and his name is Windows Community Toolkit Sample App. It's available on GitHub and Microsoft Store for free. So observe that I have a lot of tabs, and the tab that I'm interested on is the WPF and WinForms controls that are controls available for XAML Island. So let me show you. So here I have some controls available. In this case, I want to use inking toolbar. And by clicking here, I have the documentation, and I have some source code as examples about how to consume that. Basically, all I need to do is just copy the sample and include in my WPF form. So let me show you how does it work. So here are, let me first, as I'm gonna use two controls, I just want to create two rows here. 50 is fine for me. I can just put here the sample code, and observe that the namespace is not found. So all I have to do is include the namespace. I can import it from here, as you can see, or I can just press Windows dot to bring those namespace to my code. And here you are. Now I have this controls namespace over here. All right, allowing me to consume all the wrapped UWP controls. So let me just remove some code from here. I don't need all of these methods. Let me keep it simple to you guys. So the next part, I want to consume in that region ink canvas to allow me using my, I don't know, mouse or pen to input some data. So again, all I have to do is going back to this app, select the UWP control that I want, and copy the sample, and we are ready to go. Just observe, this is really easy, you know. So here you are. Again, I don't need this method. I don't need to specify that I want this control in the next row. So here you are. During the design mode, those controls will not handling anything, but during runtime, it worked perfectly. You know, we work really nice, really fine. So before I proceed, I need to do one other thing. I need to specify that what are the input types that Inky will support. For example, Inky is supposed to support, in my case, a mouse and a touch, for example. I don't have a pen right now, so mouse and a touch screen and a touch is totally fine. So let me specify the input device types. And here you are. I can just specify, all right, I want a mouse. Yeah, looks great. Let me remove this. I don't need that here. Let me include this namespace in using. And, or I want to use a pen or mouse, for example. Yeah, it's good for me. Do you remember when I told you that the wrapped controls are available so far, are available only for Windows 1903? So I need to specify that in my project. So basically I need to include a manifest file. It's really simple. All I have to do is go in here, add new item, add a manifest file. As I'm using Windows 10 1903, all I have to do is uncommented this line over here. Take a look on this. So it's basically only that. All right? Okay, perfect. So now I'm good to run this, and it's supposed to work. So let's take a look on this. Okay, it was built. And I have this toolbar. That is a UWP control. Can you see that there is a modern UWP control that is available for WinForms or WPF? And that is great, man. I can just select here. Let me, I don't know, maybe red. Okay. XAML. I don't have a pen. I'm sorry about that. But XAML Island. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. But I have all the functionalities, the behaviors of the great UWP control inside my WPF. All right, but what about the controls that are not available yet? Let me show you how we can use that. So I will need more space here in this screen. Let me just add more 2 lines over here. Okay, I think that we are good. Let me just remove this. Okay, and before consuming a new UWP control, I want to show you this control that is from WPF. Let me increase the font size here to 24 is okay. And let me show you how to consume the newest control, the equivalent control that is available for UWP. And you know why I'm trying to do that. So basically, I have to go in here in my namespace, copy this namespace line. I just need to change that to XAML host. And I need to change the assembly to, instead of controls, it will be XAML host. Here you are. Let me change it here also. Okay, we are good to go. So basically, I create a new namespace, but now appointed to the XAML host instead of the wrapped control. So once the next, let me just inform that this will be in the next row, row 2, and let me now use the XAML host namespace, and this is actually, this is I don't know if you can see, but this is a wrapper, you know. This is a generic wrapper for any UWP control. So I need to specify the full namespace, the full name of the control that I want to use here. But let's suppose I'm not familiar with UWP. How am I supposed to proceed? So there is other great app available on GitHub and Microsoft Store as well, called, oh, actually it's the same, it's XAML Controls Gallery, right? So let me just go to text. And in this case, I want to use this rich edit box. That's a great control that has spelling checking, and it accepts Windows emoji. So it's a powerful control, you know. So basically, all I need to do is to understand, okay, what is the name of control? In this case, is rich edit box. And what is the full namespace that I can easily find by clicking here. So I already have this opened. And here I need to use this namespace on that property. So basically, I can copy this to here and just type this control over here, rich edit box, as you can see. Okay, and I can specify, right, I want this control available on the row 30 and 3, I'm sorry, and what about this property, guys, font size? Can you see I don't have it, right? I have this for the WPF control, but I don't have it for the UWP control. Do you know why? I'm receiving that error. It's because this is a generic control. So how am I'm supposed to use the properties? I don't know if you remember, but I told you that the property controls mimics all the properties, but that control doesn't. So I need to use other properties to have access during runtime to the font size property. I will show you how to do that. So basically, I need to use this child, child event and create a new event here. And let me increase a little bit here so you can see it. So now I can just create a variable for host my XAML host. And that is here, sender as Windows XAML host. Here you are. I just need to add the namespace. Okay, we are. And now I need to have access to that property over here, XAML host child object, as you can see. That child object contains my UWP control, that in this case is the rich edit box, that is a UWP control. So let me create other variable here to make it easy to see. And observe that I'm receiving an error telling me that, all right, you need to add a reference to the Windows UWP APIs. Okay? As this control is actually a Windows runtime class, I need to include a reference that is really easy. All I need to do is add a reference and select it here where is the Windows Foundation Universal API contract. Oops. And here you are. Let me show you. So here's the path. And okay, we are good to proceed. And now the error is gone. So as this is this control, let me show you, I can easily cast this object to the UWP control, all right? And I don't know if you are familiar with Cascadia font. That is a Microsoft open source font available for Windows Terminal, but I'm using here, by the way. So just to make sure that this control is not null, that's what I'm talking about. So this is so nice. So I can just check if it's not null, and now I can have access to my fonts size, and I could just set, all right, 24 is good enough for me. Let me just show you. So we still have my XAML, my ink control, and observe this is the WPF edit box, rich text box that accepted, actually that accepted the emojis, but only black and white, you know, and it doesn't, you can see that, it doesn't have a spelling check, or if I type spelling with triple L, or even, I don't know, it's not working I'm committing a typo, you know, it doesn't work. But if I just copy this text and put in a UWP control, wow, take a look on this, this is awesome. I have a colored, it's a better user experience actually, isn't so? I have these colored icons. Spelling check is telling me, okay, it's not looking good, it's not right, so we have a spelling issue there. I can easily fix it with using that. That is amazing, isn't so? I can just fix it here, or IntelliSense can fix that for me. So I can type this in this way and observe it. Oh, it's automatically fixed for me, and even for triple L, it's working right now. So wow, it's really awesome, isn't so? Okay, let me just. What about WinForms? So for WinForms is the same thing. All I need to do is to use this other namespace. Instead of WPF, it's supposed to be forms. And take a look how is easy to consume that. It's available on the tool and the Microsoft Toolkit Forms UI controls. You can just drag and drop to your form. Basically, it's only that. If you want to know more about, I'm sorry, okay, the XAML controls gallery, here are the reference where it's available on Microsoft Store or even GitHub, as you can see, okay? Yeah? And the other one is the Windows Community Toolkit that contains the Uwp controls. It's available there, and even on Microsoft Store as well. And there is a great hands-on lab about how to take a WPF applications and convert that to .NET Core and to consume the Uwp controls or even the XAML host controls. So I really recommend you to do that lab. It was created by those guys over there that are from App Consult team, Robert, Sebastian, Harshada, Fries, those guys from my team, so the team that I work. And this is a great book written by Mateo that was over there, and is a free book. Oh yeah, Mateo's over there, can you see that? Him, and it's a great book, not only about XAML Island, but also MSIX, I don't know if you heard about that, and great stuff. It's the top technologies, you can find a lot of good stuff there. And yeah, I hope you like it. I will be available there. It's right there, the bug bar. You can go there whenever you want, whenever you can. I will be happy to talk to you guys. Thank you very much.